Well, here's another one, guys. That same blower, the one I just talked about, the oil fill. It's an 8 horsepower Briggs, 319cc, 8 horse. I put a little bit of fuel in it. The owner hadn't run it in a couple of years. Well, guess what? The needle and seat were stuck inside this flow jet carburetor, and I tell you, fuel went all over the place. And you gotta watch. Fuel was coming out the muffler. You tried to pull it. Watch, because once fuel gets in that crankcase and gets in your oil, fuel doesn't lube as good as oil. You can ruin your engine. So if you're working on one of these engines that hasn't started in a while, put a little bit of fuel in it, but then open up the petcock and see if anything's leaking. If you notice anything leaking inside the throat of the carburetor, stop, shut off the fuel, drain it out, and figure out what's going on. Most of the time it's just the needle and seat from sitting for a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this carburetor apart. I'll do a video on that. I'll see where the needle's stuck and see what else is stuck in there. What I did was I drained all the fuel out of the carburetor, let it dry out for a minute, pulled it, it started up great, ran for 2 or 3 seconds and shut off. So I know the engine's good. I checked the oil, no fuel got in the oil, thank God. But really, when you haven't worked on an engine or haven't run it for a while, make sure that needle and seat are seating, because if fuel gets in that carburetor on these, you're lucky because they'll leak out the bottom. You'll see that it's leaking. Sometimes they won't tell you they're leaking. It'll leak right into the crankcase, mix with your oil, then you'll blow your engine. So if you're trying to start an engine you haven't started in a while and it sounds kind of funny and it's spitting fuel out the muffler and all over, you got a leaking needle and seat. So we'll talk to you soon with the rebuild on the carb, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.